Morning, folks. How are you today? Now back on the YouTube channel, and we're gonna fire up the truck Sunday. About to go do church. Usually run earlier, and you know that, but didn't wake up early this morning because I was super sore last night from walking those 4 miles after the whole situation and issue I had to take care of. So I'm gonna get in here and fire it up. I did have the charger on the batteries, just took it off about an hour ago before I plugged the truck in for a little bit, because I always like to plug it in just for a little bit, just to you know, let it warm up a little bit, and that way it's not cold starting every time, because I don't like to cold start my trucks if I don't have to. I'll stop already, and I don't have to when I got an extension cord that's long enough, if you know what I mean. But we'll see what happens. If not, we'll run with low voltage today, and we'll figure it out as we go. Like I said, hopefully I don't have to have a charging whirler, a new one. But if I do, I will get one, because it needs to be got. So let's fire this thing up. Now it's reading a little bit above 12. Live, some rattlage. Yeah, it's just a little bit above 12, so we'll see what happens today. Since I tightened those belts and I hadn't ran it, since I tightened them, I'll probably end up taking those battery terminals and cleaning those up too, probably tomorrow, because I'm going to be running later this week like I usually do during the week. That last week was just, you know, something special for me to start early and stuff. But I'll be running early, so, or later, so that'll be fine, and I'll be able to work on the truck and do what I need to before I leave for work, or if I have any problems, I'll be able to fall off my loads with enough time for them to cover them, which I tend to do. That way I don't leave them in the dark and screw them over if I don't have to. So we'll see how today goes. I'm sure I'll bring you back sometime today, and I'll let you know what's going on. Got to run over to the pilot and grab some fuel, and then head over and start my day. So until then, you know what we say. It is. We doing it. Going on. We're still running under 12 volts. I talked to Otto on the phone. He called to see what was going on, and he said he heard of an old folks tale where you can take a wrench and stick it up against that alternator, and if it holds it in like a magnet, then it's good, and if it doesn't, it's bad. But he said he's never tried it, so maybe I'll get up under there and try it when I get home, because we're running basically how we were running Thursday when I ran. Get up in a fuse box because I thought, what the hell, maybe there's a fuse that's bad or something like that. Well, there was this 20 amp, it said ACC amp feed, so I don't know what the hell that was for, or what it's, you know, I may have to get out the old Google later and find out, figure that one out, because I put a 30 amp fuse in and nothing happened over here on this, so I don't know. Thought maybe the batteries were bad already. I told him what was up with them. He said, dude, your alternator's probably going out. Doesn't seem like it grab one, and then I may start making some phone calls tomorrow morning about the alternator. What I found online has been anywhere from $200 to $350. Now, what I'll probably do is I'll probably get a hold of TRP tomorrow in Archibald, because they're the closest that might have one that I can just go over and get, besides the dealerships that are somewhat local to me. So that'll be one of the things I check in, you know. And then I'll take the batteries, test them, unhook them all, clean up the terminals, do things like that, which these probably only have 7 months on them of running, but they sat for 6 months, because I'm almost positive it was December last year when I swapped them out, because they needed it. Well, because I left my charger plugged in, my phone charger, overnight, and it just drained them down. I tried to charge them, and I couldn't get them to where I could get the truck started. They just didn't have enough juice. So I ended up going and getting 3 brand new ones and putting them in. And if I got to do that again, I will. I mean, it's just one of those things where you got to do it, you got to do it. Stay running. I don't want to be running around like this, because he says, dude, you need to be careful before that thing leaves you stranded, because if you shut it off somewhere, go to start it, don't have enough amps, it ain't going to turn over and start. He said, I don't ever turn the truck off. I don't turn my truck off until I'm back in my driveway from the time I started. If somebody says, you got to turn your truck off for some reason at some facility, I say, if you can't jump start this truck, and you're not going to pay for a tow bill, if something goes wrong and I can't get it back started, I'm not turning off my truck. And they usually say, okay, just leave it running, and I give them a thumbs up, and we handle our business on whatever we got to do. But yeah, I'm going to get off here and continue to drive, turn the radio back on. Like, I've got the radio on, the heater on. When I use the lights, it bumps down a little bit, but it's just fluctuating between like 11 and a half and 12. So I don't know, I'm dumbfounded here on this one. I can tell you that much right now, and it's kind of irritating, because this is something I want to deal with right now in the winter time, especially when I'm trying to run and maximize my time in the truck and make as much money as possible for things I need to do to the truck in the future. It's just kind of irritating, but it's what it is. I'll fix the shit and boom, we're down the road. So by the time I come back over to Archibald, I'll probably be back that way we can run through town and check it out. Well, it's getting ready to pull into Archibald here. It's about 25 more minutes from Napoleon. You know, if I was just going to do one of them Napoleons, it's about 25 more minutes. I can't exactly remember what the pay rate is on this one. It's about like 140-ish or something like that. Somebody's asking, Devil Man, can't remember the numbers on you right now, but asking how much I get paid per load and stuff like that, and you know how the old rail pay is. And I just said, you know, it just depends. Every load's different. It's a set rate. And if you want to know, I talk about this stuff constantly. It's no offense, but I don't have time to sit there and reply every single dollar amount I make on each load. But I do talk about the stuff constantly in my videos. Maybe he's a new subscriber. I don't know. If you are, thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, that's how you find out stuff that you're going to have to go back through, or you just have to wait until I talk about it. Because while I'm working right now and I can't be on the phone messing around. And if I stop somewhere, I don't have time to, you know, do that kind of stuff, because I'm on the move. Church is in service, even though it's a later service today, which, you know, if you watch the video from Saturday, because it's Sunday, this video will come out on Monday, and the Saturday video will come out on Sunday. I walked 4 miles yesterday because I messed up when I was changing out the filters. And I'd done it once before where I had to suck the fuel in with a hand pump and draw all the fuel in, get all the air out of the lines when I changed the fuel lines, okay?
the lines out. That's the first thing I did. That's Captain Obvious right there. Okay? Then you go with the lines, the filter, and then you go from there. You still having issues, which he's done that all. He's drained that tank down finally. It's taken him 6 friggin' months. But it's down, so it's going from there. Now it keeps on going from fucking bright to cloudy to bright to cloudy. It's kind of irritating. Wish you just stay one way, but you know, eventually he'll get it. If he's got to get that thing off, that injection pump cap, clean out that screen, I'm sure he'll be fine once he takes care of that. Unless there's something else going on that he don't know about. But I'm sure he'll figure it out because well, he wants to work that truck, so that's the only way to figure it out is keep on messing with stuff, troubleshoot. Just like me with this alternator. The only troubleshoot's going to be is buying a new one and putting it in pretty much. And then swapping out the batteries if I need to, because well, it shit's throwaway like I said before. And there's no point to struggle with something and continue to stress and worry. And I just don't get this. This thing's got to be charging some because it's not dying on me. It hasn't died on me. It didn't die on me Thursday. I cranked it over I don't know how much yesterday when I was messing with it and throwing it on the charger. Really didn't do shit for it last night. So either it's the batteries or something's going wrong. Maybe I've got a bad battery, which I can test those, no big deal. I can't believe they're taking that gas station out. Don't be monkey's uncle. This place is cool right here. They got this mural, which I'm not sure if you can see that or not up here when we turn. It's really nice. This is Archibald. I watched a guy last summer when he was painting this up. Had him a little canopy, you know, thing, lift him up with a canopy on top. Come on! Jackass. What the fuck you doing? Yeah, that's cool. Like it was going to go into the turn lane and turn in front of me, and I'm glad I didn't turn because, you know, who knows if the person would have even paid attention to stop if I turned, or, you know, these days you can't trust nobody to be paying attention and not try to run into you to sue you, you know, because they're going to take everything they can from a truck driver versus the other way around. They're going to try and skimp the truck driver as much as possible. Well, he didn't mean to do it. He was only on his phone. You know, come on, give me a break. This used to be called LaChoy at one point. It's Conagra now. But it is got a bunch of different brands that come out of here, which if I can see the sign up here, I'll tell them to you real quick, which is pulling up on it now. And Cooter said he was already over here today and said that there was about one person in there. Wolf Chili, LaChoy, Libby's, and Healthy Choice is what come out of Conagra. So, there you go. You're eating any of that stuff? I might be taking it to you. I'm not to your local grocer, but at least where they can come out. And this is going over to Rancho Cucamonga, California, this load. And that's where a lot of the soup stuff goes. Oh, this is new. Just have a call box. I don't know if they got anybody sitting out here or not. Yeah, they do. I wonder if I got check in here, which is fine. They're not telling me to turn my truck off because, well, I'm not. So, hold on. Well, folks, what we got going on here is the load I was supposed to get today from here is not done because it was supposed to get loaded apparently at 0.1000 today. Well, there ain't nobody in this factory working. The only person that's working is this guy in a guard shack, and there's a welcome center around the way. Somebody else is working it. So, called dispatch, kind of gave it to him a little bit, asked them WTF. Said, is there another load that's ready or not? They said they would make a phone call and find out, which they did. and nothing. So they said drop it, you'll get paid for a dry run. Now I got bobtail all the way back to the ramp, which is fine with me. Parking lots are dandies. Bobtail all the way back to the ramp, which is fine with me, and then grab an empty and take it to the point. So not bad on the fuel surcharge today, I'd say, for what I did. Make, I'll probably make 110, 95. I can't remember if this is 150 or what. Just say it's 150. So it's 260 plus 95, 365. I don't know. Not a whole lot of hours are going to be involved in today because I started late. Because walking and shit, man, I barely slept. It was rough. I can tell you that much right now. My hip was killing me. I thought that thing was going to be out of place because the shoes I were wearing, there ain't no way in hell I'd ever try to run in those shoes, let alone walk 4 miles or 2. And they're shocks. They're old shocks that I've had since we went to an Iron Maiden concert 3 years ago. So, with that being said, yeah. Not something I would normally do. I just threw them on because I didn't want my muck boots on when I was running the truck down the road yesterday. And, well, it's what it is. It happens. Now, we don't ever run any UMAXs over here. The UMAXs that get run out of here go, either somebody else runs them or they go to Norfolk and Southern. That's where. I'm gonna go unhook this real quick. The gentleman says I need to get a wireless microphone. You could buy one for me, and I'll gladly wear it. If I didn't know that thing was on, I may have to cut some stuff out. I don't know yet. We'll see. Hour and 15 minutes. Let's change this up real quick. And we'll be back. I know it didn't take me no hour and 15 minutes. My log's kind of been close to the time to switch over since I started driving. Archibald. Yeah, I guess if you want to know something about me or anything like that, I'm an extremely open guy when it comes to my YouTube channel, what I do, who I work for, how much I make, things of that nature, how you can get a hold of them if you're interested, or me, if you need, you know, anything like that, you want to know stuff, that's all you gotta do is hit me up. Facebook Messenger, emails into my bio on the channel. If you go to my community, look up my bio, my email's in there. That's how you can email me. If you want to send me pictures, videos, etc. of your truck, if you have one and you want to show it off on my channel, I'm more than willing to show your stuff off, just like we did the truck that was in the UK. You know, anytime I see somebody's stuff and I'm out in it, you know, I ask them if they want to do an interview for the channel. They say, yeah, I'll do it. But if you're, you know, somewhere else, you have your own stuff, you're working on it, whatever, and you don't have a channel, but you want to get it out there, all you gotta do is hit me up, and we'll figure out how to put you up on a channel. Because I think it's cool to have other people featured on my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel isn't always about me and what I'm doing on my YouTube channel. Sometimes it's about other people and their stuff, which I don't mind that being on my YouTube channel, because I'm a pretty nice guy. See you later is what I'll say to him. Let's get our seatbelt on for safety's sakes and get hauling ass down the road, because, well, we want to get this day over sooner than later. So we got other things to do. We got some stuff to take care of, like low voltage on our truck, because we don't want that. It's supposed to be nicer next few days. I won't be working first thing in the morning, so I'll be able to tackle that. It's weird because I can run the radio and the subwoofer and it doesn't move at all. So it's the heater and the lights is what, you know, will make it jump around some, jump around, jump up and get down, jump. Other than that, solid at 11, above 11, 11 and a half. It's extremely odd. I don't know, maybe I've got one done battery, who knows? But when I get home, I possibly get the ohm meter out and start digging into some things with that first before I go buying anything, and then I'll start making some phone calls. Because I tried to call about those belts on Friday. Nobody answered the phone, so I'll need to call them again probably tomorrow, or I could later. And maybe while I'm calling them, I can say, hey, can you get this for me? And if they can get that alternator for me, I'll have it. Because to be honest with you, I got, I think, 2 batteries from AutoZone last year and 1 battery from Advanced Auto. And well, I could have gotten all 3 from Advanced Auto because, well, 1, they were cheaper. 2, they had 5 of them. And 3, I had to get 1, so why not just get them all? Because I don't like to mismatch if I don't have to. So if I got to, I'll say, hey, you got these batteries. These are the batteries I need. And we'll go from there. So yeah, we're just gonna bobtail, all ass, try not to get go too fast. We don't even get no damn tickets, you know what I mean? I figured I'd give you guys a break on the old time lapse with music for once, and just let you hear the truck and me blabbing and doing that. So sure, when I get home, I'll come back with an update on the voltage situation, because all we got to do is run over there, grab it, run back. It's not like we got, you know, we're going to be fine. We will be fine. And well, for some reason, if we aren't, then we're in trouble. So that's all I got to say about that. So once we get out of town and we start picking up speed, well, once I hit 55, 60, I'll cut you out. That way you can listen to the truck and just hear it running through the rest of the top gears, at least 2 shifts. But the voltage just low, I can't hit the jakes. It just sucks them all the way down even farther. So I don't know what's going on. But I want this thing tip-top shape because I want to be running it every day. This week I didn't work, since I didn't work Friday and yesterday. If I wanted to work Sunday to Sunday, I could run 7 days straight, okay? And I possibly will. Just because I can. That way I can get, but it kind of stinks because I'm only getting the 3 loads today. But it's what it is. You know, it's to be expected with a holiday weekend. You know, beggars can't be choosers. Can't always have what you want. I mean, if that was the case, I'd have done a Napoleon and 4 Finleys and then been done for the day and, you know, stacked up. But they only gave me 1.
Well, folks, we made her back home again, the second day in a row, or the second time out running with the batteries charging low under 12. Let's see, Thursday we had 5 hours and 45 minutes. Today we had 6 hours and 30 minutes. So a little over 12 hours of running like that. And I turned the key over and it goes to there. So I don't know. I did take a wrench here real quick because I just pulled in and I thought I'm going to do what Otto said and see if that works at old folks' tailboat. Stuck that wrench up there and I didn't feel no magnetic draw, so I don't know if that alternator's bad or what, but I'm going to unhook everything in the morning and I'm going to test the batteries out and see how they are, because maybe I just have one battery. I don't know. But I got to make some phone calls tonight, try to figure out, well, the local truck parts place or Advanced Auto, see if they've got a starter, because if they can get me a starter somewhat tomorrow morning, no problem, I'll just grab it from them. But who knows? It's one of those things where it's a toss-up. We'll see what happens. I'll probably end up getting, you know, a new one, and if I gotta replace all the batteries, I'll replace them. I don't care. I've got to get this thing back to where it was, and I feel secure and can turn everything on, because once the water starts hitting, I need to be able to run those fans, keep my windows clean and stuff like that. And if it's cold, I want my heater to be blasting. I want that thing going and not, you know, concerned about anything like that. So we'll see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today. Got to go on a new trip over to Conagra and see that, even though, you know, we just dropped the trailer and bobtailed out. But we made the money on it, so it's all that matters to me. Like, share, subscribe, comment, say what you want to. Till the next time, you know what we say, we will see ya.